How's it going, guys? Fancy here, and today we have a response, the part 2 of the Tdawg controversy with Helldivers 2, the topic that for some reason everyone wants to talk about. Now, I made a video on this guy out of just kind of fun and parroting off of slop YouTube, because I just felt like I really needed to make a video, but I didn't really expect this guy to actually make a new video talking about Helldivers 2, and I have watched some of it, and I will have to say, I do appreciate the fact that he is going back and making a new video. I do wonder if the old one was deleted or something. I'll have to go check. But he is giving a new review, and we are going to react to it because I'm way too lazy to be editing because I just edited another video. So let's just get right into it.
My fellow Helldivers, I'm here in front of you today because I made a massive mistake. In my last video, I upset a lot of you. I did a lot of things I shouldn't have. I didn't read. I compared this game to Call of Duty. And lastly, I tried to buy my way to the Halo weapons.
Yeah, so one of the biggest issues in that video was he said he spent $40 on the game, and then he attempted to spend $20 more for the, what's it called? The Halo ODST War Bond, which, you know, if you know how War Bonds work in Helldivers, you buy them to unlock, but you still have to grind the medals by playing through the game. And he didn't really understand that, and a lot of people really got pissed because he started saying things like he got scammed or whatever, when of course that's not entirely true. I do appreciate that he does have another guy playing with him who obviously did play the game because he's a level 111, so he is bringing on someone who actually does know the game and probably understands the mechanics a lot more than he did, which again, like, is kind of the issue, because I think on the first video he was kind of on a stream talking to himself, and whether chat didn't help him out or anything, he didn't really seem to understand what was actually going on. So hopefully that changes here.
Oh, I know, it's not how it works. So the credits only give you access to the war bond. So like each war bond is like a little battle pass, right?
Okay.
Now you bought the legendary war bond, the most expensive one yet. But what you need now is medals, and you only get medals from, well, you get medals of two ways: by playing the game and finishing missions, and by completing major orders. The cool thing is you don't always have to contribute to a major order in order to get paid for it. But these are like the global missions that take place across the whole player base, across the galaxy, across the galactic war.
Can I interrupt you real quick? I now have 217 war bonds.
Oh man, let's go.
So now I can officially buy the assault rifle. Helldivers is back, ladies and gentlemen.
So this part of the clip, he finally understands how the war bond system works, which I'm glad that he does have someone who can explain to him what major orders are, what medals do, how to earn medals, the two ways in doing it, the different currencies is just so incredibly important. So I'm glad that there is like some help in here, because now he actually understands why the war bond system is incredibly good.
You're killing it. You're killing it.
Okay. I'm gonna emote with you too. This is great. Okay,
that's
so
my guy right there. You look fantastic.
We got the Halo gear. Already a great start to this video. I have to take back, guys. I did not read. I thought you just got it in Call of Duty. Again, this is where I'm from. You can just buy the guns. Okay, so I apologize to those who got offended that I wanted to buy them outright. You know what? I like this system actually a little bit better now that I know. I also appreciate that you can be working for me and I don't even have to be on the game.
Okay, so this part of the video, he actually gets to understand how stratagems and purchasing them works, which I'm glad, because he didn't do anything in that first video, which again, I'm really glad that he has someone to share to him all the features of the game that he was clearly missing out.
I like that it's behind levels too, so you kind of got to grind a little bit for it. Now, I know I said in my previous, guys, everybody calm down. That was just to buy the Halo thing. But any other time besides that, I actually like where, you know, you just can't get this rail cannon right off the rip. You got to get to level 20 and then you can buy it. I do like that Helldivers encourages you to kind of like actually play the game.
Yeah, so this is the part where he was talking about being encouraged to play the game, and he was just mostly talking about the warbond stuff, but when he does find out about the stratagem part of the game, yes. And I have to say, I actually do agree with them. One of the things I often disagreed with, especially with war bonds lately, is adding stratagems to the war bonds, and whether it's a hot take or not, I do feel like having stratagems in the war bonds, rather than unlocking them through leveling and requisition, it's a lot more satisfying as a new player when I played the game the first day, where I would go down and unlock everything through levels. And I hope Arrowhead does that a lot more, because they're very over reliant on the war bond system that I'm at a point where, like, I wish they could kind of just chill with the war bonds and focus on adding more items to the stratagem list, if that makes sense. You know, just keeping it with weapons only or whatever, and then just putting the stratagems, because I feel like war bonds should be somewhat like a tasteful theme of cosmetics and weapon variety. That's how I always viewed it as, you know, something tasteful. But earning stratagems should have always been earning, because you have something to work towards that is at least satisfying and ease of access to. Because some people don't want to earn super credits through grinding, and it's not that long either. It only takes like an hour. But there are people who just don't really want to do that. So I do agree with them that earning the game through just gameplay mechanics is a lot more fun than being forced to do something like, you know, battle pass like systems. And again, Helldivers 2's Warbond system is not bad at all, but the stratagem system and the leveling up is so basic and, in my opinion, good that it needs to be expanded upon, because at some point you're going to reach a level in Helldivers 2 where there's nothing more to add, and the new stratagems are just war bonds. So that's another thing I like that he pointed out.
100 meters on this thing.
Yeah.
Is that him all the way up there?
That was him, yeah.
Did I just kill him?
Take his hit.
Come on now.
Oh, come on, dude. Come on. Let's go,
this is
bro.
more my speed. You know, maybe we should have started in the easy one. You would have put my confidence up a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so whether you like the dude or not, I do appreciate that he's trying to understand how the missions work, especially on simple tasks like this. And yeah, it is very simple for someone like me who's already had 400 hours in the game and high, almost max level. But to see someone who is new to the game, and even though something as simple as this, as simple as killing a brood commander, it is nice to see new players understand the game and realize that there is a lot of fun in this, because then, you know, it's an, how do I say this? It's an escalation in a way, in a lot of ways. So after him doing this kind of sniping mission, and then after playing after more hours, he'll want to move on to more harder missions, and then get a new type of enjoyment, because the gameplay will stay fresh every time he buffs up the difficulty. And, you know, the enemies, the AI is a lot smarter, so it's always a new, refreshing experience whenever you try to play Helldivers 2. And that's something I always appreciate, so good on him. Okay, so this is the part of the video where he gives his new review. Yippee. We're gonna find out what he's gonna say, so yeah, I'm gonna give a live reaction to this.
Gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for, our wonderful rating of Helldivers. If you remember, our last rating was a 3 out of 5.
Yeah,
honestly,
it was.
I really didn't think that it was that bad of a rating. I think you guys might have just gotten upset because I kind of subtracted points for the Halo thing.
I don't think I had an issue with a 3 out of 5 thing. I think I gave it an issue because of the reason it got that rating. You know, because if you're going to give something a rating, at least justify it rather than the number itself. But I'll let him finish.
But now I get it. I understand it now. As Lethal Shooter says, I understand it now. But guys, that was so much fun. I think from a standpoint of how I would play it if I was solo, I would definitely hover towards the easier like modes, because once it gets into like 6, 7, 8, it's tough, man. It's tough, and I'm just not experienced enough. So I think doing a couple of those smaller, easier ones helps. Would definitely help me going
probably should
in the future. So, am I going to play this game again?
Well, you don't
The
have
answer
to.
is yes.
But yeah, that's great.
I'm starting to get it. I get it now. I really do. I unlocking more stuff as you play, which has always been something that I've enjoyed. You know, I know the Halo thing was kind of that. I just wanted to buy that gun. It's just that simple. But unlocking stuff over time and learning how to play and dive, and that gets rid of your, you know, stops the fire, resupplying the sniper is enough to make me want to play again too. So my new rating for
yeah, the anti-material rifle, definitely one of my favorite guns. Great for bots. Railgun, also good. The new harpoon gun, actually, pretty good.
Helldivers. Here's the only thing that I'm gonna say, and maybe this still gets me in trouble as well, I wish there was some sort of PvE, where there was other players in there that maybe were trying to take you down as well. I just know from the experience of like DMZ that had like, you were doing objectives, but there were also other players.
I get what he's trying to say, but again, Helldivers 2 really isn't that kind of video game, just because it's a lot about community effort. So if a lot of people are doing something like PvP, like fighting each other, even though yes, they are doing the PvE side of things as well, you know, it's not really a competition. It's more of just having fun with your friends and messing around, I guess.
Players on the map, and you could choose to kind of like team up or not team up. But I know that's the point of the game, is everybody's kind of on the same team because we're all fighting for democracy. So that probably wouldn't work. But in my opinion, I'm gonna go 4 out of 5.
Yeah, so like, I'm glad that he's saying that, because I think a lot of COD streamers suffer from the fact that like a lot of them are entitled to their opinion that a game should have something so that they can play it. But he does understand why that kind of PvP system doesn't work for something like Helldivers 2. So I'm glad that he gave that review.
I think it's just my opinion about these games are I don't enjoy them as much as going against another human being and like.
Yeah, that's totally fine. You know, everyone has their preferences about competitive games and whatnot.
Social Slayer. But overall, I can see why people love this game so much. I really do. And I just want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you for watching the channel. I know the last one got disliked, bombed, but it was cool enough that people actually cared about my opinion. So hopefully me rehashing and getting involved again, and hopefully you guys will watch this video and enjoy it and maybe see the progress that I did and learned, and even knowing how to first person. I didn't even do first person in the last one, but if you did, if you like this video, if you enjoyed, I'm going to be playing more games, giving them more chances, probably diving in a little bit longer in the future, just because I want to make sure I actually get the gist of the game.
Yeah, so I appreciate this part of the final video where he kind of gives off like better understanding and more research, because I did see like other videos, like it's not really diving into too much of those games because they are heavy content games. I wouldn't even recommend trying to review them because you'd have to spend like a whole month. But yeah, like, yeah, dude, like you did good. All right, see ya.